the greatest you know, the only one left like a by the
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cowboys and the Bengals, and it's coming up next.
With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Burrow will throw. Able to avoid him at the breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. The numbers a week ago for Chase. 6 catches, 59 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here is Young. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we're never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all four quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up. These defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Cowboys at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So a bold call, but this drive will forge on. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Off the play fake, Young rolling to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quez Watkins, 37 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. Stop.
Now Burrow. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Burrow. Room past the 35. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, able to avoid him. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because...
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Hands it off out of the gun. The 20. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Up the middle they go. McCain credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, good move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 80 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
16 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Now a first down throw for Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Blake. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bengals 48-yard line.
Now here's Young. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Again, it's Young. What a spin. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Young now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. On play action, Young. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open man is Higgins. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow connecting over the middle with Downs. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20. And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome... Now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
Holding. Offense. Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still second down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Young. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McCain, and he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He'll try again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And now down 3 scores. I don't think there's any decision at all. You've got to go for it because you don't know how many more times you're going to get an opportunity. Field goals, they're not going to cut it in this situation.
Kevin McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point.
There he goes offside. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The end result, 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there, with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
11, mighty. 12.
Burrow will throw. And this taken in by Downs. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Bengals first down.
11.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. This pass left side to Downs. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
At the 1-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Intended for number 36. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion right is Watkins. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Gun. 11.
Now it's Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach, trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Burrow. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. And they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. To the air again, Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Burrow going to change things up. That's taken in by Dosich. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Touchdown! Josh Downs his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more to hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, it
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And now we have a brand new ball game, and now look at the situation. They have 3 timeouts, so do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Right back to him on first down. Powering his way forward. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Young's going to throw it here. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. 2nd and 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up and to great success.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
On 2nd down, Winslow. And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on third. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just one possession.
Not the fourth quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.